Hey guys, how the frigs are going today? Such a beauty day out. Figured we would come outside and check the mail. Good old farmer's choice here. Good old vitamin D. If anything, it's a free way to have a campfire right there. Get one started at least. Anyway, got the fat bike out. Got some water on board. Got my phone in here, ready to do phone things. I think I'm recording on Strava this time. Yeah, it's recording. Okay, let's go ahead. What are we doing today? Well, checking the tire pressure, making sure we're good. We're good. I think we're gonna take a rip to Callander and back. It's something I haven't done yet this year. I want to get my wallet out of my pocket because that's freaking annoying. Also, guys, we're literally gonna be burning calories that we don't have. I'm currently doing a fast, so that should increase the funness of this ride. Oh man, I'm starting off in top gear. This is me and my brilliance. All right, well, whatever. Let's get after it then. Pretty sure the last time I did the Callander run was last November when we had that warmth for a couple days and then it just turned into winter. And I'm not racing there either. I'm just going out for a ride to burn some calories that I don't have. Oh, correction, I definitely have the calories. I'm not exactly a skinny mini by any means necessary. Something I wanted to talk about. I mentioned it on the last bike vlog that I did about the whole AdSense thing. And I've been getting people asking me on Facebook and on YouTube, since when did you lose your AdSense? And, you know, this happened last March, well this March actually, just past March, shortly after, I think it was shortly after my birthday, I got a letter from YouTube letting them know due to guidelines or some shit that my channel is no longer acceptable on the YouTube partnership program, which, you know, whatever. I didn't really make much money on it, but because I was making money, it was another way to kind of get myself by throughout the months. Seeing how, you know, work slowed down, I was only getting 29 to 32 hours a week, but all that changed, which is kind of funny how that works out, eh? All that changed. I get a week prior to losing my AdSense, I get a notice from YouTube, from my work, that going forward, I'll be getting full-time hours. So they basically put me Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, meaning like, okay, sweet, I'm gonna be making as much money now as I did with a little bit off of YouTube and 32 hours. On weeks that they had me work 29 hours, not so much. You know, I was actually contemplating on getting a part-time job just for the weekend. Just go and work at a convenience store or work at a department store or something, like minimum wage, just to try and make some money so I can afford to live. And then I get the notice that it's full-time, so I was like, sweet, I'll finally be able to afford to like do stuff. Thinking now I can do what I want to do with the YouTube money, basically save it up and use it to buy shit for the channel, you know, like for doing fishing stuff, save up my YouTube over a couple months and buy myself a kayak or something. And then YouTube goes and pulls the plug on that, so it's like, well shit, now what do you do? So then a lot of you were like, oh, get into Bitcoin mining. That's a great idea. So I get into Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin crashes. I swear to Christ, anything I touch that involves monetary gain just completely shits the bed every damn time. But yeah, you'll still see ads on the video because YouTube has notified me multiple freaking times of the following statement, which I'll put on the screen here. Any of you content creators out there, you probably got this same bullshit email from YouTube letting you know that going forward they will be putting adverts on all videos regardless of partnership. And yeah, so it's like if you're a partner with YouTube and you submit a video that has swear words in it or you know, like I'm gutting a trout, whatever the case may be, the content is deemed not advertiser friendly, YouTube's still gonna put friggin' ads on it. You know, I got asked by a couple friends about the whole content. They're like, okay, so you're not making videos anymore with ads? I'm like, no, I'm not making money off these. Like, how come you're not swearing more often? And I'm like, because, you know, to be fair, there is still a young audience that probably tunes into these videos that I'm not aware of. Therefore, I don't need to pollute their ears with Trailer Park Boys style humor. if you get my drift. Hopefully that explains why I'm not dropping F-bombs every 5 seconds and so on and so forth. I take the bike path, but I got forced up this road. So here we are, going up Laurier, towards the Laurier Woods. Not going through there again. Holy crap. That really destroyed my bike last year. Actually, I think what destroyed my bike was me going in high gear and standing up and putting 200 pounds worth of weight on the pedal and just totally destroying the poor gearing on my bike. Yep. So what I think I'm going to do is going to go down to the bike path there, ride that all the way down to Lakeshore, then ride Booth all the way down to Lakeshore Drive, get back on the bike path, roll out the calendar, and here's hoping there are no freaking water snakes sunbathing on the bike path like last year. I don't want to run them over. At the same time, I don't feel like seeing them either. I'm actually kind of shocked at the amount of snakes that I've come across this year alone. Jesus Murphy, way too many for my liking. Way too many. Alright, we freaking made it to the bike path. Welcome to the Tunnel of Love. It's not actually called that, it's just what I'm calling it. On the way back, I'm going to go down the Cape Paceway and go the back way up Gormanville because I want to go check out the government dock. I'm seeing a lot of people in the North Bay fishing farms fishing there, and that's one place I've never fished this year. And it's closer to home than everywhere else I've been, so I figure we'll go check it out and see what it's all about. Just stopped to make sure that Strava was recording after checking my time. Average speed 14.4 kilometers per hour. I'm a lot slower than last year, and that's probably due to this new gear ratio being so bunk, because last year I would be doing this year at 19 kilometers an hour. Repairs needed to be done, and due to the COVID pandemic, parts were limited. Mind you, I could have ordered a Chinese version of a 7-speed or an 8-speed off of Amazon, but I'd probably be in the same boat I'm in now if I did that. As in, the free wheel would have been fried by the time summer ended again. At least now I got a Shimano part. Good, it's durable, can take the abuse. Good enough, good stuff, fun times. Corner like this a while ago, and there was just a whole bunch of people on bikes, and they're passing somebody who was just cruising along. I almost friggin' had a head on. Had to hop her into the gravel real quick. People shouldn't pass on blind corners. I swear they don't have their driver's license or something. For sakes, that could have ended bad. Probably saying, Adam, you should be wearing a helmet. Don't tell me what to do, you're not my dad. Down here, about to jump on Booth. Ride this straight through to the next leg of the bike path. This will be the first documented ride on the bike, as in with Strava. I've been out and about on it a couple times, never turned the phone on. I was gonna go biking yesterday, but I got inspired to make that video about building a fishing lure, trying to catch a fish with it. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll go fishing today. Use some of those Dollarama lures or that Storm that I got from Trapper Joe. But nah, fish aren't biting right now, unless you get way out there in the depth. That's the only time you're catching a walleye. Shore walleye are hard to catch during the day. Like I mentioned before about fish, they can't freaking blink. You don't expect a fish that can't blink to come out of hiding just to get caught by a rod. No, they're gonna go deep where it's dark and they can have their eyeballs open. Wait until nightfall when the sun goes down to come back into the shallow and strike at some bait. So if I do want to do some fishing tonight, my best bet is to go tonight. But to be fair, I don't know if I feel like going fishing tonight. I might not. We'll see. I might just stay home, get a good night's rest, because tomorrow is a work day. 5 on, 2 off. Actually, I want to talk to the boss and see if they need. I decided just for fun there to log in today on VPN, and I looked at the queue, and they only got 3 people working on the weekends, and there's 25 people in the queue. I may talk to my boss and see, because my weekends are pretty freaking boring as it is. Might as well be working, making some money, so I can hurry up and pay off the rest of this roof, and then pay off other debts, so I can have more money every payday. On to the third last leg, because then you gotta cross the road, jump onto another stretch, cross the road, jump onto another stretch, and then we're in Callander. Can't remember how many kilometers on this bike path it is there from my house. I think it's like 15. I don't know, we'll find out when we get there. I also did take a little bit of a kind of a different route, but whatever. Oh, shit. Got a little bit of a bump here. Let's stand up for this one. That wasn't too bad. Over exaggerated. No big deal. Yeah, I can see the cars up there. Okay, we're about to get off this one. Jump on to the next one. Alright guys, we're on to the next stint of the rip. You know what's awesome? Golfing is permitted, right? You're allowed to golf as far as restrictions go. But I'm not allowed to drive my truck into Crown Land alone, set up a tent, and camp because of risk of catching Rona. And if I'm caught camping on Crown Land, it's court-appointed fines up to $100,000. So how awesome is that? They can golf, hang out together, ride in the same golf cart, I think. Probably some of them share golf clubs. So biggest problem is the logic of it all makes no sense. Man, if I would have had a recording, I would have had a great joke. There's a lady back there eating trail mix and she starts choking. And I'm like, oh, don't choke on your nuts, as I drove by. I'm so mean. I'm so mean. Well, here's hoping that there's no water snakes out of the Lavaz River. Well, I looked on Google Maps, right? We're coming up to it here. There's a body of water on our right. And I always wondered what the heck it was. And it's the Lavaz River. The river I was fishing on the last video. Yeah, it's that. Friggin' river runs all through here. Tons of water snakes in it though. That's what happens is they come out of the water and they sunbathe at this body of water right here. There's one. Oh, there's something. This body of water right here is part of the Lavaz River that I was fishing in. So I thought about this. I'm like, hey man, I wonder if there's any pike in there because she's shallow enough. Probably rip a couple topwaters in there and just piss them off. We made it, guys. We freaking made it. It's pretty windy today. I don't think the guys will be down at Nipmac. Probably not. Just gonna rip down there and see if anybody was flying, but we freaking made it. Let's go ahead and take a picture of the bike here. Oh man. First break of the day. So there we go. It's 16.2 kilometers one way from my house to here through all the back roads, in case you're wondering. Alright, start making our way back. Right here is where the friggin' water snake was, and he was literally the length of the lane. But he was kind of slithered up, and he was just sitting there. I thought I caught it on camera last year, but turns out I didn't. So, whatever, hey? Thought I also caught the one yesterday on camera, but didn't. He's a fat garter snake too. Probably around 2.5 feet long.
And on top.
They don't exactly get monstrous in size garter snakes, but they can get pretty thick sometimes. And that was a thick girl. I assume it was a girl because normally in species like that, usually the female species are larger in size, unless snakes don't have genders and they're just asexual. They just reproduce by reproducing. I don't know enough about serpents to know that. I just know how to identify the ones that are dangerous versus the ones that just don't want to be around. We have no dangerous species up here. We have the northern water snake, which is funny because it'll try to flatten its head and make itself look big and dangerous, but then it'll just run away. We have the garter snake, which they're pretty stupid. They just eat bugs and mice. And then, in rare occasions, you may come across a fox snake, or you could also potentially come across a, what the heck is it? What are those? Hognose. Those are another stupid snake. They flatten their heads to look like a cobra, and they try to intimidate you that way, and when that fails, they feign death So they fake being dead, and they excrete this like red pus that looks like blood, but it's not. And if that fails, then they just get up and go away. So they have no teeth. They're not venomous. They're just dumb. And then if you go to the Muskoka area, they got the Massasauga rattlers down there. And if you happen to kill one and you get caught, it's a super fine because they're an endangered species. So just don't kill them. Just avoid them. I have a friend down there who's part of a construction crew. And they're doing some work in an area, and they had to remove a boulder for one of the projects they were working on. When they removed it, 150 baby Massasaugas came out. They literally had to shut down the operation until the MNRF could come out and inspect, because they'd never seen that many congregated in one area. So he was on a work close down for like 2 months. Pretty crazy shit, eh? Pretty crazy shit. Line back there saying slow down because it's a single lane bridge, but you notice how the width of the road is the width of the bridge? Like, are there cars driving back here or something? Like, shouldn't be. Unless you're coming down this guy's driveway and jumping on. Other than that, there should not be any vehicles driving down here. Maybe the city dicks when they're coming down and maintaining the overgrowth on the sides, but that's about it. But they normally deal with that at night. I wish I would have brought my Bluetooth earbuds, even with just one in my ear, and listen to music while I keep my ears open for surrounding bikes and cars and such. Probably shouldn't be listening to music while you're riding, but you know what I really like to get? I don't know if you've seen them before, but they're bone induction headset. Instead of it going in your ear, it hooks on around the bone around your ear. So you can still hear everything around you, but you can also hear the music. A guy at work had some, and I wasn't sure what it was. I thought it was one of those meditation devices for when you're stressed out. It's supposed to help you calm down by emitting light pulses in your temple. But no, he's like, oh, you gotta try these. They're amazing. And you can still hear everybody, but it's like the music's being played in your head. It's so cool. And they're Bluetooth. And that's what I need for doing these kind of things. That way there I can have my Scandroid playing in my brain while I'm out here riding my bike. Fun times. Fun times for sure. Alright guys, back on the trail. Head back to the waterfront. Like I said, we're not going to take the short way home, we're going to take the long way home. Try and get as many calories burnt as possible. Make it so tonight, when we sleep, we can burn off as much fat as possible. Should be good. Crap, is it ever windy down here? We're going to be biking into a headwind the whole way back. I'm okay with that though. It'll cool me down. I'll just roll in a lower gear, go a little slower. I'm in no rush. I don't even know what time it is right now. On a side note, I really don't care what time it is either, so that's okay. Good day. Good day for a bike ride. Right before the work week starts. I think I'm going to go down to the government dock and just see what it's like down there. I'm also curious about where you park if you want to fish it. So I do go fishing tonight. I may give the dock a try. Because like I said, last year I should have been fishing there too, but I never did. So it's another option for me. Okay. Looks like the dock blocked off, but I'm still riding down there. Because long hair don't care. Feels good to walk. Wonder if they rent out kayaks yet. Mind you, those are all sit in. I want to sit on. Chilly day to be out swimming. Holy crap. I really wish people would pay attention to their fucking kids. Alright, well, just wanted to stop and get some blood back in my legs here and get the blood flow flowing. This guy fishing over there, he's doing what I would do, is try and get the lure underneath the boat sheds, the maintenance sheds for the chief. Unless those are mechanic shops for people's boats in the marina. But, you know, if you can hit the structure, you can definitely, holy crap, look at all the minnows down there. I know you guys can't see them, but there's a whole school of bait fish right there. Sweet Jesus. Alright, well, my legs are pretty much shot. Probably due to the lack of nutrition through the day, but that's okay. I'm going to jump back on Fatty. We're going to hit the road, head up Main Street, and take the back way home. Same way I always do. I still can't believe how much bait fish is down there. I should have bought that net from Dollarama and then just stuck it on my bag. So when I do go fishing and I see that there, I can just swoop it down and scoop up some bait fish. Use live bait that I don't have to buy. That's pretty crazy. I don't know if you guys saw that bike back there, but it's an elliptical. So like the elliptical trainer I have at home in bike form. That's pretty cool. I definitely would not want to ride that though. I freaking hate the elliptical. It burns my hips in a way that I don't want them to burn. Right down here, there was a bike path. You guys remember last time I came down here and I found that beach that there was a bike path painted on the side of the road. I want to see where it starts. So we're going to stick to the main path here and not divert and see if we can find it. There's a freaking, whoa, I think it's right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's right there, right at the beer store. That's where they started it. Now, there's no sense of adventure because we already answered the question. It's like right there. I don't know if you can see it on the wide angle or if you can hear me through all the damn wind noise. Oh, Scooter's getting beer, boys. Look at that guy cornered there, holy shit. It's like he was in Tokyo Drift or some nonsense. Yeah, there's the path. It's just after the beer store. Last time I don't think I noticed it because I cut through the parking lot and went down there. What street is this even? Timmins. So we're looking for my cousin's beach. Turns out my cousin's beach is off of Jet Street. I have no idea where the hell that is. I should look it up one day. Saturday mining stuff, I should apply. I just got a full-on leg cramp coming up this hill. This one back here, it doesn't look like much on GoPro, but holy shit, she's steep. And this bike, she's heavy. Frig sakes. Alright, let's see if I can get back on it and at least pedal and I have to try and get back home because I'm nowhere near there right now. I still got another 10 kilometers. Reminds me of the time I did the Corbeil run and I had a failure on the way back, climbing the one hill. I got such a leg pump and it just cramped right up. Oh man, probably gonna take her low and slow all the way back. Well, we've been doing that. Wow, that thing sounds clapped out. But yeah, we've been doing that the whole way, just enjoying the ride, enjoying the day. You know, the weather's been kind of kife, except for a couple days, and next week is supposed to be a beauty all week, so we'll see how that plays out. But see how that plays out. All I know is, holy shit, that hurt. I'll be taking the rolling pin to that for sure later on. Last year during the charity run, every time I came by here, there was a sock sitting right here on the ground. And I worked that 9 to 9. I'm trying to convince the boss to let me do that again, but the problem is after 6 the calls drop off, so he's like, no. Did it for 1 week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 9 to 9. Then he's like, yeah, there's no reason to have you on. Sets me loose, freak sakes. It's nice, that was a sweet paycheck. Going through Fast Food Central. NW, we got a taco place back here, pizza joint, friggin' Sills. Oh, they got rid of their 4 burger. Oh my god, it just smelled like something delicious. Oh my god, like deep fried French fries. Fresh cut fries, homemade pogos, wraps, and salad. That sounds all amazing. All of it. Coming up on Taco Bell, and I could go for a coffee, mind you. I'll probably have a coffee when I get home. Or probably not. More than likely I won't. Alright guys. A couple more turns and we're home. Thank God. Every time I stop my legs cramp up. So I gotta not stop. Don't run the red, don't run the red. Okay, good. This is my top speed. Maybe 20 kilometers an hour. This new freewheel really reduced performance on my bike, but it should increase reliability, that's for sure. Hopefully you guys can hear that. But, you know, paid some good money to get the repack and all that done on this bike. It literally sounds like a bearing is dry. Oh, whatever. It's a good thing I don't plan on doing the charity. I was thinking about doing the charity for sick kids this year, but I think I might just back out of it now and not bother. Because I just put a lot of money into this bike and it's starting to give me more troubles. I don't have money to buy a new bike. Like I said, I got to pay off a roof. So I might just skip on it for this year, do something else. I know for exercise I got my weights, and for cardio I got my elliptical. So yeah, might just do that. That way I don't have to beg people for donations. Because, well, number one, a lot of people don't have the money for that right now because times are still tough with all these stupid lockdowns and restrictions and businesses being closed down and such. But secondly, if this thing here gives me any more problems, like I said, this is my second ride since I got it fixed. I'm already getting weird sounds out of it. I don't get it. I just hope they actually, you know, worked on it and didn't just charge me for shit and didn't do the work. That would piss me right off. I know they replaced the freewheel because you can physically see it's a different freewheel. And I know they replaced at least the shifter cable. I can tell because it's a brand new cable versus the rusted one that was on there from last year. Oh, it is a piece of shit bike though. It's like a $300 fat bike. What do you expect, right? My next bike won't be a fat bike. I have no need for a fat bike. I don't ride it in the winter. My next bike will be like a hybrid, I guess, like a mountain / road bike. I think that'd be perfect for what I do personally. There you go. Oh, thank God. Oh, we're home. Oh, my God. Everything hurts. Everything hurts. Feels so good. Feels so good. Brought an auxiliary bottle of water with me, guys, just in case. And I friggin' needed it. That's gonna help knock the leg cramps out. Anyway, I have no idea what the hell we did for a ride today. We're at 29 kilometers, I think, when we hit the government dock. So far today we did 38 kilometers. It took 2 hours and 38 minutes. There. Just saved my ride. You know what? I'll show you guys the map up here or some shit, and then you guys can take a look. But 38 kilometers, 116 meters elevation, 2 hours and 38 minutes of ride time. Says I burnt 1,661 calories. Seems legit, so we'll take it. Because this thing's a heavy pig to push around. Yeah, I've mentioned it a couple times. Anyway, people, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down here. So thanks for coming along for the ride. That was fun. Went out the Callander, went and checked out the dock, and then scooted around the back way home. Discovered that something on the bike is acting up. I think it's something in the front though. It's squeaking. Could be the brakes. Who knows? It's a cheap bike. But anyway, people, on that note, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, like button, questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.